A very special good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the 16th of July, and I'm coming to you live from Big Stone Television, and I'm also having my drink from Stay On Me Stay mug. This mug is brand new. I got this from Nesbeth. As you know, we purchased it in order to support him on his new big bad song. I'm not going to tell you what I'm drinking in this Stay On Me Stay mug, but it is something wonderful. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be showing you Nesbeth brand new video, Stay On Me Stay. And the reason why this video is so important is because of the state of the country, what we have been experiencing, and we have seen over 938 people be murdered since the beginning of this year. From January 1st to August 14th, 938 people have been killed. Now we're reaching out during this program, and we're geared at the younger generation of this country, especially the younger men. And the reason why we're gearing it at the younger brothers is because we want to use this special guest, my special guest that I've known for well over 24 years, as a shining example that you can become great, you can become successful, you can become somebody if you believe in yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, it was many years ago. The year was 1998. And I'm going to bring in a guest of mine that Nesbeth, who's going to be my very special guest today, don't even remember. I don't think you remember this man. But this man, I have him in the highest regard and remember him quite well. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in my guest. His name is Cleon Golden. They call him Ras Jaja. Ras Jaja, welcome to Big Stone Television.
I hides to the world, I hides to Big Stone and the production, I hides to music, I hides to Nesbeth, I hides to people.
Yes, I am. Well, unfortunately, you don't have your Nesbeth Stay On Me Stay cup, but you will be getting one. And I know you'll be telling all your friends to purchase Stay On Me Stay.
Definitely.
Now, the reason why I have you here as one of my guests, before I get to Nesbeth, who is my very special guest, is because you can understand the journey that this young man took. The year was 1998, ladies and gentlemen. The venue was Dr. Bird Nightclub. We had our Big Stone Talent competition, and Cleon Golden was one of the judges on that competition. Now, the remarkable thing about Cleon being one of the judges is that Cleon had brought an artist that was supposed to have entered the competition. We didn't know that, but we selected him from the audience as being one of the judges. So he could have been biased. And that is why I rate Cleon Golden so much. When Cleon Golden sat on the panel and he saw all the contestants, including the young man that he brought to the competition, perform, he had no choice but to give first place to Nesbeth. Now, Cleon, I want you to go back 24 years ago and tell me about that young man that you brought to my talent competition and why you didn't choose him as the first place winner. Talk to me.
Yeah, so respect again to the people of the world, respect again to love and music. So Ras Jaja is a poet from those time, recording, and maybe start write my first book at the time too. So I had some artists on my label, Motive Production. You know, a young poet and have my little label and thing going, and one of my artists go by the name at the time, Raga Dread. And very good artist, very good writer, you know. Him changed his name to Ayuda Jaruda now.
Yes.
Came up on the upstairs place there at Dr. Bird. Yes. And we were there sitting and looking at the whole setting and everything go on. this brother, the photographer, the videographer,
His
came to
name
me
was
and him
Pretty
said,
Sour,
yeah,
but he
because,
goes by the name of
yeah.
Firestone now. Right.
Oh, okay, so he asked me because he knew me from a long time in the
Right.
music thing, and him said to me, Ras Jaja, can you be a guest of being a judge on this program? And me say, well, at the time I didn't even tell him, I never told him that I had an artist there, but I resonate to what he was saying and sit on the podium and the
Something is blocking your
platform.
screen. Something is blocking your screen, Ras Jaja, your screen. Something is blocking your screen. Take that out. Yes. Go ahead.
Wonder if the finger good now?
Yes.
Okay, so when we were there now judging, I mean, maybe about uh, maybe 2 or 3 of us, I don't remember. But my artist performed and I gave him his score. And you know, really and truly, as Nesbeth latest song say, me stay, oh, me stay. And because I stay, I can't stay no other way. You see, so I have to do the right thing. So my artist perform, I give him his score. Everybody else perform score. But then now they call on another artist by the name of Nesbeth, you know, and her there too. But the difference about this youth was that everything where come out of mouth, it was like applaud, applaud, applaud. I mean, sometimes you can't even hear what he must say because the people them are going bad.
Yeah, them are going body at the place.
Yeah. And him is like everything we him do. One at a time, I wonder if I friend them. But me couldn't say that because me didn't I make nice to I beat my legs too.
Yes.
The truth. So now when me look on my scoreboard now and me see when me give my artists and the rest of them, that youth you have to tap it, man. That pay 100 me have to give me. Trust me, me not tell no lie.
So
Me
let me
have to
ask you a
give you
question. The
100, man.
artist never vex with you afterwards. You never vex.
No, because guess what now? True, me stay, oh, me stay.
Yes, so
Me
we stay on,
can't
we
stay, no,
stay, yeah, man.
I
We
can't
stay
stay
on, we
no
stay.
other way. Me have to tell him, me say, look here now, Raga. You know, said that you there. Before they even call out the final, me say, Raga, come here. You see that you they were performing a while. Me couldn't give no score over him, you know. Me say me couldn't give no score over that youth, the brother. Me I tell you the truth, me just couldn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it must
You
too
see,
brilliant,
so,
man. Too brilliant,
yeah.
too brilliant. But guess what? Ras Jaja, I know you have not seen these clippings. I'm going to show these clippings. And I want you to just relax for about 4 minutes or so. And we're going to go back 24 years ago. Now, Jamaica and the
Respect.
world, anything that you hear me say about Nesbeth, I'm not just saying this because the artist is a superstar now. I'm saying this because I said this many, many, many years ago that Nesbeth is going to be the artist of the future. And when the books are closed and all the books are written, his name is going to be at the top of the list as one of the best artists ever come out of Jamaica. Now, this is 24 years ago. This is Nesbeth as a young man, very energetic. A matter of fact, I'm going to shut them out. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look. Hold on. Let me just go back and get the tape because I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't want to, yeah, talk too much. Here it is. Now it says 18 years ago, but it's actually
Yeah,
20
ladies and
years.
gentlemen, it's me, Big Stone, again. I'm on a roll this morning. Like I told you before, I'm going through my old cassette. I have a whole stacks of cassette, ladies and gentlemen, to the amount of about 350. Because back in the 90s, right, we only had a VHS camcorder. And because some of the artists that was coming around me was so great, I had was to capture the memory of everything that we do. Now we're talking about one particular artist, ladies and gentlemen, and his right name is Greg Nesbeth. but the world knows him as Nesbeth. I happened to meet Nesbeth many years ago. And Nesbeth was a dynamic youngster. Yes, very springy, very energetic, full of lyrics, unstoppable, untouchable. That's how Nesbeth was, ladies and gentlemen. So cleaning up and fixing up my cassette because these are like my prized possession. We have a lot of history in these cassettes and others that I have scattered all over the place, ladies and gentlemen. But Nesbeth performance just after he won the first place in the Big Stone Talent competition was exciting. So I said, what? I'm going to share this with you. And I know Nesbeth have not seen this footage in over 18 years. So Nesbeth, anyway you're there, why you have a big laugh because guess what? I recognize that you was a superstar then, and guess what? You are a superstar now. Brace up, ladies and gentlemen, and watch Nesbeth the night that he won Big Stone Talent competition at Dr. Bird nightclub. Enjoy. You're gonna have a ball. Listen.
Me get the opportunity to grace the Big Stone Talent competition stage, and I can tell you I walk away with about 4 awards, including the first prize for the night. Alright? So me know, where me know, it's just a lot of people left to find out. Father Stone know where him know, because Father Stone with the guidance of the Father Stone is what eventually molded Nesbeth to be the Nesbeth that I am today. In 1999, I won the trophy in the preliminary round that put me to the grand final. That was the Big Stone Talent competition, and the final kept at Dr. Bird nightclub that's in the heart of Arfetry. And I had gone there and I win the grand prize that night. I won the most disciplined contestant trophy. I won the best performer, and about 4 to 5 trophy I sweep away that night. So that in its own way was encouraging. That says a whole lot to me that, you know what, Nesbeth, you can do it. Just continue on that path and try to see how best you can harness your craft.
Ras Jaja, that's you, Ras Jaja.
Yeah.
That is you. That is you.
Yeah.
That picture is 24 years old.
No, me I feel look pretty good at one day for me, you know, cause I look like me look young, let's Yeah, for real. Yeah, you notice the Trinity with the finger with me and Nesbeth right there. So you know, say it was the first time I've done that. I'm remember when me I said to him, say, no, put your finger like this. Put your finger like my finger. And the two we did it. I don't know if Nesbeth can ever remember doing that with anyone else before that. Because I remember say it's the first time I did it and was with this artist here. This youth here.
Okay.
Very
All
good
right,
artist, you
I want
know.
to big up Zuri Moore and the Royal General. Big up yourself.
I'm gonna say good night again. I'm fix up the mic here. I'm on it. Good morning. I hear me now, as me done a show now, right from wrong. You see anyhow, a girl, trouble. You know, tell them say, it's best to the best of this man, no business, sleep with it alone. Only hear that. You know I hear it again. Tell them send us best to the best of this man, no business, sleep with it alone. I hear me. Let me see the people them from one know say one a bad mind. Say no time. I have to really choke more to give me winnings up there. You know who never use that trophy there, no? Eh? Run there with him. I sing my life. Father takes to it. Never tell you what you ever do. I mean, I have a slow way you have that trophy there. You know what you ever do? Yes, sir. I'm about to burn the water when them all do. We go about the sense that they not do about it. When I go about the
Superstar again. Superstar now. And the Oracle of Superstar this. A star from him born. Mash it up you. All right. We're not going to no more than two greeny. 24 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, that's when we know that a star was born and created by the Almighty. See, it is not by chance that Nesbeth become this great superstar that he is, because he was molded by the Almighty. He was chosen for this journey. And it is nice to know that in the year 2022, when we are short of great songs being played on the radio, we can have a young man from out of Zimbabwe in Arnett Garden who has risen to the top and become great. So it is an honor for me. But guess what? Let's go back to the tape now, because this is another time in my life that I cried. I really cried because, ladies and gentlemen, when I saw this unfolded in front of my eyes, I couldn't believe it. Nesbeth performing his #1 song for the Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Good afternoon. All right, let me say something here. I am inspired by the iconic Martin Luther King and the legendary Bob Marley. In the scheme of things, to be a prime minister in any country is the standard. I want each and every one of us right here today to know this. We all can achieve our goal. But just remember, it has to start from a dream. Drop the track.
Hold on.
Let me start it now here, yeah. Our Prime Minister Andrew Nesbeth. Start. My dream, my dream, my dream, my dream. My dream. Stand up. If you have a dream, stand up. Stand up if you have a dream. Stand up. Okay, we have stand up. We have stand up. My dream, my dream, my dream, my dream, my dream. Tell you my dream is it is my dream. Hear the most sign of me sleep when me sing. Tell you my goal, my goal, my goal. All of my goal is to reach my goal. Live a happy life, live a me next road. Nobody love me cry over me dead. You can't know what them the yes and no. In a box like a room. Look at me now.
Well, pull up again and start from the top. Right like a baby. When I saw my son.
Good evening. Good afternoon. All right, let me say something here. I am inspired by the iconic Martin Luther King and the legendary Bob Marley. In the scheme of things, to be a prime minister in any country is the standard. I want each and every one of us right here today to know this. We all can achieve our goal. But just remember, it has to start from a dream. Drop the track. Let me start it that way, yeah. Our Prime Minister Andrew Holness said, my dream, my dream, my dream, my dream. My dream. Stand up. If you have a dream, stand up. Stand up if you have a dream. Stand up. We have stand up. We have stand up. My dream, my dream, my dream, my dream, my dream. Tell you my dream is to live my dream. Hear the most sign of me speak when me say. Tell you my goal, my goal, my goal. All of my goal is to reach my goal. Live a happy life, keep on me headstone. Nobody know me cry over me dead. Look at me now, when them treat me less than good. Put me in a box like a rectangle. Oh oh, look at me now, oh, look at me now, oh, look at me now. I'm me just tell you my life. When them used to go round me, go round. No one used to come round me. My life was so lonely. Look at me now, look at me now, look at me now. Me a take plane like JUTC. When you see me, it's on TV. Shows after shows after shows after shows. Tours after tours after tours after tours. When me name call is like words after words. Sweet melody and chords after chords. The black one pour me was doors after doors after doors after doors after doors after doors. Look at me now, when them treat me less than good. Put me in a box like a rectangle. Oh oh, look at me now, look at me now, look at me now. I'm gonna tell you my life. When them used to go round me, go round. No one used to come round me. My life was so lonely. Look at me now, look at me now. Wake up, look at me now. Your blessing just a flow over. This a Koviak and a cover. Jaja soldier from boardhouse to sidewalk to leather sofa. Them say me living like a cosa. No jack, no sir. Me no mix up in a.
All right, no. When I go back, when I go watch that on the own, but we just show you the journey of greatness. And Jaja is a
Big
blessing.
Stone.
How you feel, man?
Big
How you
Stone.
feel?
Yo, Big Stone, may I have to say something right here now, brother. You know, look a while when you say you cry, I wipe my tears.
You cry to my brethren. China.
Yeah, man, because basically, me I want emotional smarty. Yesterday, on my birthday, you know. I mean, I want emotional smarty, and right now, me eye full of water. Me I tell full of water.
All right.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to wait much longer. Today, it's an honor for me to bring my very special guest, Nesbeth. He has grown to become an international recording artist. In my term, a superstar. Nesbeth, welcome to Big Stone Television.
Blessings, Father Stone. I don't know. The eye said speed. So let me say.
Well, we're going down memory lane, Nesbeth, and I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy to have met you because at age 65, you are the epitome of what I see in a young man, especially what we've been going through in Jamaica. So thank you so much, man. We want to big up the Royal General Zuri, Simon Baldat. Big up yourself and big up to all of you guys that's tuning in right now. We have Nesbeth on. But before I talk to you, Nesbeth, I have to play this. Because this is important. Nesbeth was selected by Rolling Stone magazine among the 4 best artists in Jamaica. Take a look and listen. A very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm gonna be showcasing, I call him my son. His name is Nesbeth. Recently, Rolling Stone magazine selected him as one of the most prolific, one of the most great, one of the most influential artists of this century. We're talking about Nesbeth being selected, Coffee being selected, Popcorn being selected, and Vibes Cartel being selected, named among the most influential by Rolling Stone magazine. I just want to reach out to Nesbeth, anywhere you are. You have made me proud 24 years ago when I just met you, and today, 24 years later, your greatness continued to soar by leaps and bounds. Nesbeth, you're a great, great, great young man. With the death rate in Jamaica at being 938, I implore all of Jamaica, especially the younger youths in Jamaica, to go out and listen to Nesbeth. Stay on Me Stay is a song that doesn't deal with witchcraft or rituals or killings or anything to reach to the top. It takes your talent, and Nesbeth is not short of that. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to have met this young man. I'm proud to have called him my son, even though he's not my biological son, but I see him as one of my sons. Nesbeth, thank you so much for your discipline, your dedication, your determination, and last but not least, your burning desire to become the best of what life has to offer. Nesbeth, I'm honored to be showcasing you today as my very special guest. Big Stone Television gone large because we have Nesbeth live and direct. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, man, we have to give a big round of applause to Ras Jaja. Yes, I am. Yo,
man.
how have you been, man? What's going on? I mean, I know you've been through the grapevine. You've been, lost a lot of family members and so on. But I want you, to tell your fans how you've been doing and your family members been doing, your kids and so on. The floor is yours.
Well, first thing first, I just want to tell you thanks for having me on your show. And thanks for even keeping that talent competition. Then it has also helped to strengthen me so that
Thank
I
you.
can hone my craft. And that final was not the only show that you kept. We have preliminary rounds leading up to the final. So all of those preliminary rounds would have helped to mold me for me to even do what I did in the final. So that stage, I cannot say or go without saying thank you very much for staging such competition that
Welcome.
I could be able to showcase my talent on. And Rush Judge, bless up the myself, said Speed, because as you say, I stay or you stay. I mean, to believe you stay now, you stay, meaning that you just have to be true to music, true to life, and keep it as real as possible because none of us, none of us are perfect. But guess what? We try to do everything that we have to do in the best way possible. You hear me?
Yeah, man, I'm hear you, man.
Yeah, man. So again,
Mhm.
thanks for that, and I'm happy that you know ones and ones still exist that would walk that path because you have a thing named nepotism across the board, and sometimes it feel good doing it at the moment, but the result in the long run has proven that we wouldn't have passed our big toe. So we will be going down a slippery slope if we fail to acknowledge A for A and B for B. So, but nevertheless, I have that burning desire from the get-go that I am going to make something of myself. And I think the calling was through the lineage of music. I would have tried many things before, and for some reason, I'm not as connected to whatever it was that I would have tried then as I would have been connected to music. So that's my survey as it relates to me surveying myself. I realized that I am so close to music that I can't even use the words in the English dictionary to explain how close I am to music. So I continue to wave the flag. I never just get up and be who I am. I would have to have the mind and the heart to set a goal and to reach for it. I would have crossed troubled waters. I would have realized that some of the closest people around you are some of the worst people you will ever come across in life. But nevertheless, I took all of those as life challenge. And I do understand by this that life comes with challenges. And so with the challenges that life comes with, if I'm going to accept life, it is only fair and it's only wise for me to accept life with the challenges. Some of us ask the Most High to give me the strength when the challenges come. I don't try to put myself in unnecessary confrontation. But when they do comes, I ask the Almighty to strengthen me so that I can see through that moment and triumph and continue my journey because I have a never ending journey.
Nice, brother.
And where music is
Yes.
concerned, so, I've seen and I have watched it, and I would have realized that there's so many things going on out there, and I refuse to be a part of just about everything. Hence why I dissect my words before I put forward to the people, because being an artist, being a musician, being a man of music, there's going to be loads of things that will come to you. And so, if you're not strong enough, then who knows? You might very well be singing loads of things that come to your attention. But then I sing about them, but I sing them in such a way that will be an inspiring way. I don't sing to glorify certain things that I realize that it is of no good to us moving forward. So again, I do understand that you have artists, you have entertainers, and you have entertainers. So the thing about it is that what I am seeing in recent time are probably from I really and truly step forward in music. I am seeing more entertainers. I am seeing more entertainers. Only a handful of artists that I would have seen out there that decide that they're going to stay on a particular part, a part that can be of a plus to not just themselves and their friends and immediate family, but a plus to life in general. So there's a whole lot of entertainers out there, and you know what entertainers do. Entertainers are paid to entertain people. And so whatever it is that they can find, however it is that they have to say it, they are going to say it because it's one out of two. Either they're going to do it when they are paid, or they are going to do it in attempt to get paid. So when they do it,
they draw the attention, and the attention, because there's a market for such, the corporate world like to support those things, then they will get an incentive from it. So again, I try to stay on a path, whereas I have to be inspiring people. I am a walking inspiration. And you reflect back from where I'm coming from, when you retrace the step from where I'm coming from, life for me wasn't everything I would want it to be. It wasn't even half of what I wanted to be. In fact, it wasn't even quarter of what I wanted to be. I refuse to use the term from nothing to something, because I think, having life is having everything. I can't look for earthly possession and measure myself say from nothing to something, because now I have a luxurious car, or I have a house, when I used to watch my mom and my dad push themselves, push their back against the wall in order to find a rent. So I can't say from nothing to something. I know say it's from something to something. And so from something to something in addition. You know what I say? And so because of that, depending on how you look on life, you will see it in a particular light. If you choose to look on life from a particular angle, then you will only see it from that angle. But if you choose to look on life the way in which I choose to look on life, I try to fit my foot in every shoe out there, so I have a better understanding of of the reason why a lot of people do what they're doing. I am not in support of a lot of them that is doing certain things. But when I realize how this thing set, I understand why some of them would be going down that path. Look at it like this. People look up to entertainers as leaders. That's a big problem. Because you become a notable figure, people look to you for direction. And so that is another thing. The people now would have to do their homework and understand that some of these entertainers, they are blind. They are blessed with a talent. Don't mistakenly think that having a talent mean that you're a leader. So again, the must need to do them homework, because when you put somebody in the seat of a leader and that person realizes you put them in there, that person never just feel like they are a leader. So right there, so it's like a lead blind. So cut a long story short, the journey wasn't easy for me, but of course, I steadfast. I have gone through days that tears keep running down my eyes for whatever reason, because it tough. Sometimes it's rough. And never have no uncle and a big brother and so on and so forth that one would easily look towards. So I would have to be I did have to be my big brother. I'd have to be my big uncle. I'd have to be that person where I would have sit down and I wish for a barrel come from foreign. I would have to go, put myself in a position to go to foreign and send back that same barrel, where as a youth I would sit down and see people and get them things and wish I could, get all these things. But again, as I said, I am not here to complain about my journey. And I am not here to say everybody is going to walk the path as me, because it not only take a heart, but it take a mind. I'm not saying that. I'm just giving you snippets of the way in which I was brought up. Here, I Father Big Stone know me when I reside in Trenchtown, but I used to live in Kingston 11 and 13. So it's Kingston 11, 12, and 13, the heart of the garrison. So tell me about the garrison and I can correct you. A lot of people that is motorcade in the street right now have an idea of what the inner city is. Most of them do not know what the inner city is. But then again, that's for a different story. Now, with upon a musical question, realize, say, all right, today, for your purpose, so how is it that you're going to approach this purpose that you're here for? And of course, the vehicle is music, so therefore, I have to sit down and think and make sure that whatever it is that I'm putting out there is of life. That means that when the next 500 years come, one can really sit down. Of course, things and time are going to change. It goes without saying because 500 years ago is not what it is now. So, thinking from a logical point, you would know that 500 years to come, things is going to be different. But what I do know is that, well, let me try to change that, but I think human beings are still going to be around. And because of such, we're built with a particular mind. And so we're going to face challenges. So these songs, you can take out whatever the time come with, and you still find
Yes.
inspirational messages in my song. So
All right,
again,
Greg. Yeah, Greg. Well, just because a lot of people, bigging you up and round up, big up the royal family and Azimati Neiman, The Cure and Zuri Moore, and big up all the people that is tuning in right now. If you have any question that you want to ask Greg, feel free to type it in and I'll put it on the screen and Greg will interact with any one of you. It doesn't matter where in the world you are, it doesn't matter what your questions is. Although we're gonna keep it clean and nice and everything and family oriented. But no matter what, you can ask Greg a question. But my question is to Greg. Greg, what was it like in 2016 when a young man from Arnett Garden was chosen based on his ability, based on the number one song in the country, to perform at the inauguration of the Prime Minister of Jamaica? What was it like for you?
words can't explain it. And even if me try explain it, you still not gonna get the true feeling of it because the feeling comes with that time. And after that time that pass, it's like you only can have an idea of what it was because it was a mystical moment. It's not a moment where I can use the prettiest word to describe that feeling. And of course, I was going through challenges
Changes,
during
yeah,
that
at that
moment
time, yeah.
because
Your wife passed away and so
my
on.
wife's body
You even
flew in
buried
the
yet? She
country
was even
on the
buried yet,
third
right?
day.
She was
Their
even buried
body,
yet.
our body flew in the country 3 hours before that performance. And of
Wow.
course, that would have been, I took her to the state and we were there and we lost the flesh battle. I never lost the spiritual battle, cause you don't know, I say it's up and, connected, but we think we lost the flesh battle. But then I had to come back home with our belongings. So it was like a couple weeks after. Then when I heard that I was supposed to perform at the inauguration, 2016 inauguration, while I was there trying to prepare my mind, I got the call that her body flew in the country. So
Wow.
again, even when going to do that performance and to see all the diplomats, it was the first time I'm performing for so many diplomats. I mean, like prime ministers, president from all over the world. Because of course,
That was
the
streamed live,
democratic,
yes.
the democratic system is not just a Jamaica thing. So most, if not all, democratic society, play a part in the inauguration. And who wasn't present was actually seeing it because it was streaming. So again, that was a feeling. Whereas the most I can tell you, after I really tap into my mind, after that moment, I said yes. If I can do something of such, I know other youth that are labeled
To do
to
it.
be
Well, a lot
dark
of people, yeah, Greg, a
can
lot of people want a taste of it. Let me just give them a little bit a taste of it. that night when you tore the place down, that evening I should say.
Yeah.
And I just want to give them a little piece of it again so that they can say.
Let me say something here. I am inspired by the iconic Martin Luther King and the legendary Bob Marley. In the scheme of things, to be a prime minister in any country is the standard. I want each and every one of us right here today to know this. We all can achieve our goal. But just remember, it has to start from a dream. Drop the track. Let me start it that way, yeah. Our Prime Minister Andrew Nesbeth. Start it. My dream, my dream, my dream, my dream.
Come again, you.
Stand up. If you have a dream, stand up. Stand up if you have a dream. Stand up. Oh, we have stand up. We have stand up. My dream, my dream, my dream, my dream, my dream. Tell you my dream is to live my dream. Hear the most sign of me sleep when me same. Tell you my goal, my goal, my goal. All of my goal is to reach my goal. Live a happy life, live on me headstone. Nobody know me cry over me dead. Look at me now, when them treat me less than good. Put me in a box like a rectangle. Oh oh, look at me now, oh, look at me now, oh, look at me now. And me just tell you my life. When them used to go round me, go round. No one used to come round me. My life was so lonely. Look at me now, look at me now, look at me now. Me a take plane like JUTC. When you see me, it's on TV. Shows after shows after shows after shows. Tours after tours after tours after tours. When me name call, it's like roars after roars. Sweet melody and chords after chords. The black one pour me bust doors after doors after doors after doors after doors after doors. Look at me now, when them treat me less than good. Put me in a box like a rectangle. Oh oh, look at me now, oh, look at me now, oh, look at me now. And me a tell you my life. When them used to go round me, go round. No one used to come round me. My life was so lonely. Look at me now, look at me now. We are look at me now. Your blessing just a flow over. He's a cobia and a cover. Judge a soldier from boardhouse to sidewalk to leather sofa. Them say me living like a cosa noja. No sir, me no mix up in a coca. Marijuana no dust to the nose ya. I no powder, not a obia. Can't get over. Oh no way. Look at me now. When them treat me less than good. Put me in a box like a rectangle. Oh oh, look at me now. Oh, look at me now. Oh, look at me now.
Ah, we have to big up the glee for the one there.
Hey, big soul, big soul.
Problem 3 on the
Big
floor.
soul.
Please don't leave. Please don't leave.
Big up the cleaner. For the one there.
Big stone.
Yeah,
Big stone.
you want to ask him a question?
I want you make Nesbeth know say we never planned for this. Me and you never planned for this.
Not
It
at
was
all.
something like you saw a
Yes.
comment that I made, and that statement and that 4 persons where the Rolling Stone was big enough, and you
Yes.
saw my comment,
Yes.
and the
Tell
comment
the world
what I
you
made
commented. Tell the world what you
was
commented. Tell the world what you commented. It was under the picture
Well,
that I placed on
I saw the 4 persons, 4 photos in one, and I made a statement like I was saying that great for all of them, right? But for me, Nesbeth, prolific, positive in terms of writing lyrics. The writing, and me tell you the truth, it's a long time I've been saying even on the road that Jamaica have another Babandi in writing. And you heard it, you heard how Nesbeth talk, I spoke a while ago.
Yes,
And me I tell you, say the youth is so brilliant. And everything when him said was knock it. Even in the part where he was saying that artists, entertainers, and all of that, you would have it, man. Him very good, and from day one until now. But my question to Nesbeth is that I still follow your history up to now. That's big stone of engagement. When you leave that competition, when you left there, I knew that you're supposed to did either go to Shocking Vibes or one of Penthouse, because that those stable was the biggest stable at the time. But I knew that it went down Slipe Road, and from there I think it was because I was wondering what are you doing? And then now me or same there the Shocking Vibes or something. But
But
then
he can
now
explain.
a,
Yeah.
a tune came out named Boardhouse Burned Down. I want to know
Yes.
if that was the first hit and if the Boardhouse Burner was true.
No, man, that was his for. Yeah, you can ask him. Nesbeth, that question was geared at you.
Oh, my first popular song. Yeah, after the Big Stone Talent competition, I was all about. I was in the street, trying to see how best I can get somebody to listen to me to prove to them that I have a talent. I am a walking gem, but I'm like the diamond in the rough. So most people will not able to see that diamond because they're only seeing the rough. So I was all about, and so of course, I make a stop by Shocking Vibes. And I was there for a few until I came up with the song So Let It Be. I love her, she loves me, I
Oh
need her,
yes,
she
yes,
needs me.
All
yes,
right,
And now
man. Here it
together
yes,
we
is.
can allow the family
yes,
Here it
yes,
is,
to
Greg.
yes,
Here it
raise.
is.
yeah, yeah, yes, 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 that song,
You know what's that? No, like that.
So
I'm a
that
yeah,
no.
is my
Shall
first
share the thing. Star Sham,
popular
shall
song.
respect your rating, Reggie. Me love my girl. My girl love me. I let them man just go on with them a going up. You can't tell me nothing. For me and my girl let go. Well, Miss Betsy, I love her. She loves me. I need her. She needs me. I know together we can start a family. So lady, I love her. She loves me. I need her. She needs me. I know together we can start a family. So lady, I can't remember any girl that treat me this way. She treat me like a king of movies or comedy. Anytime she comes around, you know she brighten my day. The loneliness that take me anytime she's away. I hope we sing together, give we all and we great. So the good times and the bad times get so great and today. Amen. So let it be done to the Father, me pray. Put a ring up on that finger, yes, without a delay, because I love her.
All right, all right. Here it goes. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. That's his first big song. And then you can continue. I just have to show them, we're in a modern technology where we just don't talk about things. We show. That's what Big Stone Television is all about. Live and direct. Go ahead, Greg.
Yes, so that song is popularly known as I Love Her, She Loves Me, but the name of the song is So Let It Be.
Okay.
And then that's in about '02 or '02
yeah,
or
here.
I think it's '02, and it was after like some 5 years after, 6 years after. In '07, I came out with Boardhouse. Well, of course, Big Stone know the inner city and know what time is it as it relates to residing in the inner city. You don't have to be in any, you don't have to have a difference with anyone more than why break
Find
apart
yourself in a
for some
situation like
reason
this.
and
See
in
that?
time.
Never give a man more than he can bear. This is based on a true
Let's
story.
hear your
Me
ocean
roadhouse
song, you
burn
know?
down in a gang war what be. No me have nowhere to stay. Me girl when me did love so much and think she did love me gone away. Me never save nothing, nothing me never save. As she big the whole of me pain. I'll be left with this me Bible in a me and a chant of Psalms each and every
Big Stone, me
day.
nah hear.
Aye.
Wasn't a part of it, me get
Is
touch
it?
and the rod of it. But if you know the fullness when me never know the half of it. No one no talk of it, no talk no back of it. Me get the messy ending when me never know the start of it. Them like me house, them like it like a
Too much tune, brother. Too much tune. Too much tune. Go ahead, Greg. We just have to give them a little piece of it because the catalog big enough. The catalog big enough, Virgin. Yeah, Greg. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Wow.
The
Big Stone,
catalog big.
me nah hear it so proper. Me nah hear.
Yo, you know, there's something wrong with
I
your thing
hear.
there.
I don't know
Yo,
why
maybe your
going. Me nah
media sound,
hear.
but everything is good over on this part. I'm hearing you loud and clear, and everybody else is hearing you. Yeah, Nesbeth, go ahead. The floor is yours, Nesbeth. Go ahead. I just had to, you know.
Yeah, and so after Boardhouse, then come Guns Out. After Guns Out, Drive By, and of course, you know, Fast Rocket. My
Success
Dream.
story, my dream.
Yeah,
Live
after
every
My
minute.
Dream, Success Story. Then um Remove My Enemies. You know, the song with myself and Popcorn. Um, I recently do a collab with Bounty Killer as well. So the journey continue.
Holy patchouli, man. Holy
Really
patchouli.
continue.
Holy patchouli.
Until
Anyway,
reach a
Greg,
stone.
you think we should have dropped the monster now? The monster
Nah
hit?
hear it. Yes.
We're hearing you. Fix it. You better fix it. We think we should drop the monster hit, Greg.
Yeah. Okay.
We think we should drop the monster hit now. You think we should?
Yeah, man.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, the time is right now. This is a song that a lot of people have been waiting for, and I have been waiting for, and the world has been waiting for. Before we drop the song, Greg, I want you to kind of give me a little insight on the song before we premiere the song.
Well, the song itself is self-explanatory, you know, because the point of the matter is that um the song encourage people to stay or them stay. Of course,
Yeah,
when time you come forward, come do whatever it is, people will then label you to say that's how you stay. But of course, we know that under some strong influence, people most time, a lot of times, step out of their character. And
yeah,
so there's songs out there that is encouraging people to do so. And so I think as an artist, it's only fair to put a song out there that will stand against it. So the songs that are out there telling people to stay, however, they choose not to stay, these songs are forcing them to be who they are not. And this song now is in somewhat telling them it's okay for them to stay how them stay. You know, stay focused. Understand, say, and everything you sell, you're gonna be able to get back.
Yeah.
Some people sell them soul and I walk and look for soul for buy and still can't find the identical soul of them sell out. So we encourage the people them say, yo, listen, stop and think. And if you can't stop and think while you stop. You understand? Just flip it the other way. Make sure that whatever decision you're making is something that you're conscious of making and is something that you won't live to regret in time to come. So the song, we definitely put the song out. Me and my team sat down and we decide that okay, Jamaica is celebrating independence. You know, they're 60th independent. Of course, you know, Jamaica is not where we want it to be. And of course, you know, there are people out there that is celebrating the 60, which I am saying, if we are 60 in mind, then we would have definitely be a different nation, a better nation as well. But I want to appear as if they're celebrating the Jamaica 60th in I don't know. I probably have to find one of the leaders or one of them governmental people in government to sit down with and then ask them some questions where maybe the general public not really understand what to ask them or what. But nevertheless, them say Jamaica reach 60. So I'm just saying, okay, immediately before Jamaica reach 60, it's Emancipation Day. And of course, you know, emancipation, you know, is encourage one to emancipate oneself from mental slavery. And so I decided that this song it came in the right time. Of course, you know, there's a time and a slot for this song through life itself because everything that the song speak against is something that continuously happening. It not have no break, it not have no time, it just keeps spinning in the wheel. And because it keeps spinning like that, most people think that this is the way and the only way. So this song, Stay Home Stay, is encouraging people to be themselves, stay focused, don't don't let anyone lead you astray. You know, think before you act in any situation. So the song is trying to make sure you hold yourself accountable. If by any chance you ever slip, you have yourself to take up yourself and move forward. So stay on my stay, of course, you know, I have merchandise as it relates to stay on my stay. If anyone interested in one of the couple big store and show off with,
I drink my
you
bourbon
can
out. See
Reggae.
how we
You
stay,
can,
yeah, man. See how
Um,
yeah,
we stay,
you
yeah,
can
man.
hit me
so
up at
Nesbeth,
Nesbeth Reggae.
Nesbeth,
You, you can hit me up at
uh,
Nesbeth Reggae so you can get your cup. And anybody who's watching now that definitely want a cup, you know, you support not just a Nesbeth, you support life because if you support the cup, stay on the stay. What you'll then do is to put back into Nesbeth career so that Nesbeth can then bring forward more message that will be of good to the nation moving forward. So it is a whole lot. So stay on my stay. The video um is
so
definitely
Nesbeth,
yeah.
um, in terms of steer over steer, and when we watch a video, we know that say it show other people steer some other negative way. So what you just said to those people who me know you wouldn't want them to really carry on, or is it that them not stay or them stay or them are going on other way?
Yeah, man, I'm adapt some other people's principle, man. And
Yeah,
that's how them
man.
stay.
So because
God
of
creating all
influence,
people clean and nice and loving. So
yeah,
when you
because of
adapt, go ahead,
yeah,
Greg. Go
because
ahead,
of
go ahead.
influence or peer pressure, you gotta find out say, because when you check the book of history, you know, it show you that you have more followers than leaders in any time. So when you see the followers them are follow in the wrong direction, it is us, you know, responsibility as leaders to get the people back on track. So a lot of people who step out of line, their excuse for stepping out of line is that they've never seen an alternative. And this is what has been presented to them day in, day out, so it become a part of their life. No, I am trying to change that. I am giving you an option. It simply means that if you choose to pick the wrong one, then it will all come back down on you. That is your choice. You can't be running around telling people about you did not have any option. And we really and truly not really want to lose nobody in Gideon here because we have a small army of people, and the more we can do to unite our people, it is the better it is. It is useless trying to stay one side and push some people the other side. So it's important for you to, if you realize that you're seeing the light and you're keeping it positive, it's important for you to encourage others to keep it positive as well. Some people are not going to get up and keep it positive because they live their entire life on the negative part. So you would probably have to wait for them a little bit longer. While some people that is undecided will hear you say a few words and decide that, you know what, this is the way. So you have a lot of people, you have to understand the people when time you really are minister to the people. You have to understand the people. You have to understand so different people learn different way. Some people have to get burned before them understand so the fire can burn them. Some people have to see the fire and wake up and realize it can burn them. Some people hear about the fire and then take the necessary precaution because they know that the fire can burn them. You understand? Some people see it in a book. Some people gravitate to it in song. Some people watch things in movie and it becomes of an influence to them. So again, the people do not think one way, and the thing people do not process things one way. If you understand the people, you realize that life is a dynamic world, and so different people think differently. So you have to meet the people where they are thinking if you want to fix the situation. So stay on my stay. Really and truly, I definitely want everyone to support this song. I want everyone to get up and do what you can do because, like I always said, if you stand aside and watch everything crumble, you are equally to be blamed as whoever is encouraging that to be crumble. So a lot of people just feel like say they they will not be held accountable. You will be held accountable. You can't get up and say you want a better world if you're not making a contribution. What is your contribution? Oh, me just there in my house, me now watch them and but yes, you complain. So what you want it? You want other people to make it right so that you can live how you want to live. That don't make no sense. All hands up with the pan deck.
All hands up for the pandemic.
We're like a vehicle. Some have to be the drive, some have to be the steering, some have to be the door, some have to be the engine, some have to be the bus stop, some have to be the window. And together we can pull together. So Steer on Me Steer is really a serious song. Don't be distracted by the instrumental. Take a time out and listen to words. Listen to words. It is trans yo, it go deep and beyond.
All right.
It's
So,
transparent enough for you to understand. So
all
see
right.
how me
You know, that you guys a poet, Big Stone.
All right.
He's
So,
a poet, you know. Nesbeth is a poet.
yeah,
You
man.
hear what I'm saying, like, well, don't be influenced by it. And me, you know, most of the time I go up on stage, me don't want no rhythm behind me because you know. I feel
Words
like
are
sometimes the people
important.
then dance out the rhythm and not listen to the
To the
words.
words.
And you hear what I'm saying, nobody make the rhythm bother you. Listen to the words and yeah, I'm a poet. I want good youth, very
All right.
brilliant
So, all
youth.
right.
I
Yeah,
so
me know I hear,
man.
all right now. Me want Steer Me Steer now. Me want hear me tune. Am I tune? Am I big tune? So, ladies and gentlemen, the Royal General overall setting podcast, Zuri and Neva,
Yeah.
whole world.
Up there.
Big up the virgin
Nesbeth.
farmer. Anyway, big up yourself. Ladies and gentlemen,
I
the
am
moment
I.
that you've been waiting for. Steer, oh, me steer. Yeah, man.
To the world.
Yeah.
Tap 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 tap. Devil come to me with a deal. Him say sign and say if you not bust next week. Tell the little girl she afraid. Be the youth them astray, you know sister them weak. You know see you're too black, you need for bleach. Sell me your soul if you want the Grammy rich. If you want to start trend every week. Me no want be number one if you have to play 2 feet. Nothing in a life don't free. Him say, I know what you want for your plan for do free, but all when me broke like that with now. Sell me soul for your pants now. Sell out for your custom car. Now sell out for your custom rolling. All when me broke like that, me nah. But what fi go impress girl, me nah. Bend over fi injection. Me we go and stay, oh me stay, yeah man. Me we go and stay, oh me stay now, man.
Pull up! Come again!
Tap 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 tap. Tap 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 tap. Devil come to me with a deal. Him say sign and say you not bust next week. Tell the little girl she afraid. Be the youth them astray, you know sister them weak. You know see you too black, you need for bleach. Sell me your soul if you want the Grammy rich. If you want to start trend every week. Me no want be number one if you have to play too fit. Nothing in a life don't free. Him say, I know what you want, what you plan for do fit. But all when me broke like that, me nah sell me soul figure on top. Me nah sell out for your custom car. Nah sell out for your Boston roadie. All when me broke like that, me nah bow out figure impress girl. Me nah bend over for injections. Me we go and stay home, stay yeah man. Me we go and stay home, stay nah man. Work every day and pray yeah man. Low profile like this yeah man. Trench town youth so me stay yeah man. Nah follow nobody, me a wait and plan. Me a go and stay home, stay yeah man. Stay home, stay yeah man. Me a go and stay home, stay yeah man. Stay home, stay yeah man. Me a go and stay home, stay yeah man. Now sell out to get a ear call and me now. Now but what me prefer wait on God me go and hold out and wait yeah man. It must work out me fear too strong. Me nah live like no beat pan land. Grace pan move for your way Jordan. If I suck me fi get a roll deep, you roll deep. Me rather not roll cheap. A whole leap and them boy you see a room street. Them soul a bum feet because them love sweet but all when me broke like that, me nah sell me soul figure on top. Me nah sell out for your custom car. Nah sell out for your Boston roadie. All when me broke like that, me nah bow out figure impress girl. Me nah bend over for injections. Me we go and stay man. Me we go and stay on me stay normal. Work every day and pray yeah man. Low profile like this yeah man. Trench town youth so me stay yeah man. Nah follow nobody, me a wait and plan. Me a go and stay on me stay yeah man. Stay on me stay yeah man. Me a go and stay on me stay yeah man. Stay on me stay yeah man. Me a go and stay on me stay yeah man.
Don't pretend in another video.
Nah, sell out.
No. Well, we have to come
Me
again,
go and see how me stay yeah man.
We have to pull it to one more time, brother. That too sweet.
Tap 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 tap. Devil come to me with a deal. Him say sign and say you not bust next week. Tell the little girl she afraid. She afraid. Be the youth them astray, you know sister them weak. You know see you too black, you need for bleach. Sell me your soul if you want the Grammy rich. If you want to start trend every week. Me no want be number one if you have to play too fit. Nothing in a life don't free. Him say, I know what you want, what you plan for do fit. But all when me broke like that, me nah sell me soul figure on top. Me nah sell out for your custom car. Nah sell out for your Boston roadie. All when me broke like that, me nah bow figure impress girl. Me nah bend over for injections. Me we go and stay home, me stay yeah man. Me we go and stay home, me stay yeah man. Work every day and pray yeah man. Low profile like this yeah man. Trench town youth so me stay yeah man. Nah follow nobody, me a wait and plan. Me a go and stay home, me stay yeah man. Stay home, me stay yeah man. Me a go and stay home, me stay yeah man. Stay home, me stay yeah man. Me a go and stay home, me stay yeah man. Now sell out forget that you call on me now. Now but what me prefer wait on God me go and hold out and wait yeah man. It must work out me fear too strong. Me nah live like no beat pan land. Grace pan move for your way Jordan. If I suck me forget a roll deep, you roll deep. Me rather not roll cheap. A whole leap and them boy you see a room street. Them soul a bum feet because them love sweet but all when me broke like that, me nah sell me soul figure on top. Me nah sell out for your custom car. Nah sell out for your Boston roadie. All when me broke like that, me nah bow out figure impress girl. Me nah bend over for injections.
Yeah, me stay, yeah, man.
Me we go and stay on me stay normal. Work every day and pray, yeah, man. Low profile like this, yeah, man. Trench
Big
town youth, so me
truth.
stay, yeah, man. Nah follow nobody, me a wait and plan. Me a go and stay, oh, me stay, yeah, man. Stay, oh, me stay, yeah, man. Me a go and stay, oh, me stay, yeah, man. Stay, oh, me stay, yeah, man. Me a go and stay, oh, me stay, yeah, man.
Stay on, stay, yeah, man. Stay on, stay, yeah, man.
Nah, stay no other way.
Stay on, stay, yeah, man. Burn up the contract, the youth. Stay on, stay, yeah, man. Powerful. There you have it,
You
ladies
now
and
get
gentlemen.
worse, man. You get better and better, brother. You got best.
What a powerful song, brother.
Yo, that you got best.
Hey, what a powerful song.
Why you're not? You can't feel so bad about this youth, your brother. I may tell you, say when him do the tune about Gangali, I say after a while, I wonder to myself, where must say? And it's like he must say the Gangali like how Louis do it, but how him do it, as I said, this youth is a poet, you know. You know the way how him do it, and him big up Louis in it, and boy, may I tell you, this youth is a writer. Him is a thinker and a writer. I mean, I tell you, and he can perform, and he can, as me say, you hear him say, he get a trophy, 4 trophy for everything, performance, everything. I pay a ticket for your youth.
Yes.
And your ticket in a shot, one. You know when teacher gives a long ticket at school, when you look up, you get a long ticket across the page. And them ticket there you get you.
Before we go into anything more with Nesbeth, boy, I have to play this. We can't have Nesbeth on the show here and don't play this, brother.
But I don't, my phone are cut out and I don't want me charging and go. I don't want you to go and left and it go. So we don't know because may I see some little, a little bit left on it.
See it, every youth must strive for success. Success story.
It may only be another minute. It may only be another minute. So me can put it. Man, I'm going to a place so I never get no respect. No.
Yeah.
Never get no good education, can't get a big check. No. Man, I'm growing up, I know in a distress. Yeah. And it's so easy, yeah, you get a big text, or addicted, and a victim. And enough man hold it out, and I couldn't hold it out. And enough man sold it out, and I couldn't go without. And in pursuit of riches, enough man get the girly route. But that I fit them things that is not up the story about this up for those who persevere and who see through the tears. And in the grand scheme of everything, them still the year. And although we no millionaire, feel like a millionaire, we still a celebrate. I put me hand in the air and say I am a success story. Yeah, success. A success story. I am a success story. Yeah, success. A success story. I am a success story. Yeah, success. A success story. I am a success story. Yeah, success. A success story. Oh yeah. The journey where we step in life. Yeah. Coming from the place where we reside. Yeah. Make it past 25. Yeah. So me have to celebrate my life. Yeah. Me not feel have a million in my pocket, cause all me really need a life in me bone. Enough man me see get cook it out and crack it. Enough of them go end up with a bullet in a dome. That's why me stay easy and breezy, no drama. Anything that goes around comes around karma. Everybody have them time, journeys just around the corner. From a young gun, put up your hand and say I am a success story. Yeah, success.
Jaja.
Success story. I am a success story. Yeah. Success. A success story. I am a success story. Yeah. Success. a success story. I am a success story. Yeah, success. A success story. Yeah. It may only be another minute.
Yeah, man. When you least expect you, go on for your dream.
It may only be another minute. It may only be another minute. It may only be another minute. Pull it. I am a success story. Yeah, success. A success story. I am a success story. Yeah, success. A success story. I am a success story. Yeah, success. A success story. I am a success story. Yeah, success. A success story. A success story. A success story.
Yes, I am.
Nesbeth to the world.
Oh, yes, man. Yes,
To the world, to
Rastafari.
the world, yo, to the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an honor for me to
Big
have.
Stone, Big Stone. If you have to follow up this youth, yeah, that interview, you're too sweet.
Well, we can always come back
Yeah.
again. A whole patchouli. Hey, we never scratch the
Ah, yeah,
iceberg.
dinner,
You know.
dinner.
Yeah, we not touch the iceberg at tune it, you know.
True.
Let me not know,
Yeah,
man.
man,
We don't know, man. We have a very large catalog of good music.
And you know,
Very
you're not
good
tune
music.
as
You
the
can't
under
say good,
woman.
very good
You know,
music.
you're not tune as a skin out this. You know, it all positive tune, and that's why it is important. And that's why when I started out this program, I said this program is geared at our youngsters. The crime rate in Jamaica is 938 people up until the 14th. It's more than that now. People that was murdered, people that if you had just take time out, if you had just, you know, because it's every minute your life can change. You know, your life can go from bad to better. So if you think about hurting somebody, think about the consequences. You know, think about how you're gonna end up. You know, do I have the money for lawyer? Do I want to spend a lot of years in prison and so on? So it is an honor, man, for me to have you, Nesbeth, as my very special guest, and it is also an honor for me to be able to showcase your song, Steer Only Steer. You know, I hope this program has been rewarding. It's going to be up on YouTube as we exit, you know. So in parting, I'm going to leave the last word for Nesbeth. But Ras Jaja, what you want to say to Nesbeth?
Youth, there is not more a man can say to you for say, boy, do your best. You have been there and you've done it. Although, and Big Stone, may I follow the youth? Hear what him say again. Him can't say, he must start from nothing to something. You know, say, I first time ever hear that. Because most of the time we are here, boy, we start from nothing to something. And the youth say, he can't subscribe to
Yeah,
things
see
like that. Because, yeah, for real. So, there, where you can say to a youth like this? What kind of encouragement you can give a youth like this? A youth like this have him head screw on from all parts of positives. You see it? And him not shame to tell you people are say, boy, big up yourself. Him know who him is. So and him stay, and nobody can change him. So guess what? Me can't say nothing to you. Just do what you do and continue to do the good works and the great job what you do over the world. And people love you. And you go through a whole heap of thing we've been following your history. And you look, the man same wife come down how much hours before him go perform for the prime minister. What kind of you that? What kind of intelligence that youth you have? Powerful youth. We're so positive. Yo, you imagine if you go up there and know say my wife body just come and we go perform and hear him intro or him intro it to the audience so they did it. That youth, yeah, Nesbeth, Honor to your ears, sir. Higher heights to you, and just keep
Thank
on
you.
doing you do. You can't go wrong, you. Just stay or you stay.
Thank you.
Blessings, man. I'm
Well,
more like, man.
Nesbeth, the floor is yours, my brother. What you want to say in parting?
Well, again, I just want to take the time out to say thanks to you, Father Stone, and whatever it is that keep you going, and the positive part as well, because you have done so much for this country. I've seen you in many, many parts of the island showing love, spreading love in the four corners. So it's a blessing to be on your program. And
Thank you. Thank
again, may stay for many reasons because I think I am on a mission. I'm not just here to sing and to reap what I can reap from singing because as a youth from the inner city, we see the big house them and we see the big the cars them and we see the shop where we have to sleep in. So aspire to have them car there, aspire to go foreign. And when me realize, cause that was my aspiration to get some of these things that I would be seeing flashing in my eyes in movies or a one or a handful of people who cross the water in order to take the plane and to return to the inner city living lavish, a lavish kind of look. And so as a youth from the inner city, I aspire to really want to walk that path some days. So when I find music and music find me, I want a hell of a discovery. It's not a one-sided thing. And that's
Yeah.
why I'm encouraging of youth say, you say if you do music, you have to love music. And when you love music, you have to love music to the point where as music now decide to love you. Cause the one side love thing that not go work. So you have to make sacrifice, you have to tirelessly. You have to get up and feel like you can't go no further, but because you know where you want, you say, you know what, the body I keep me back in, but the mind I tell myself to move forward. Me rewired my mind in because there's so much thing I would have heard growing up that will take you off track easily. So me take time out to rewired my mind. Me see my journey before me ever get up and start it. Me see my victory before me even reach where it is. Me see my goals them. Me feel my honor touch them before me even reach them. So but upon a journey, and the journey is to just spread love in the four corners of the world. My music is not just for me and my friend or my immediate circle or my family. My music is for the people of the world. And I continue to sing uplifting songs, motivational songs, because I know the power. I know the power within a motivational um, composition. So I endorse those because I know those composition will take anybody out of their darkest moment into their brightest of light. So again, I am honored and I am thankful for every support that I've been getting all over the world. I may not know all of you by name, but I know that there's a force out there that is supporting Nesbeth. Because I won't take the joy and happiness and said it's all about Nesbeth and what Nesbeth have done. But then credit some of that to the people that have been supporting me and even the people that I know not of. I'm not going to meet everyone that is supporting Nesbeth in this life. I know that my music is going to reach more people than I will ever meet in another life. Yeah. I've been to the Canada, I've been to America, to the Caribbean, Europe, England, all them places multiple times. And I met people that I met for only one time, for the first time. And there's loads of people that appreciate my music. So I just want to tell you all that I will continue to do what I do best to give you songs that you can sit down and think about, songs that can help you. Songs I don't just do songs for people that is in their darkest of moment. I also sing songs for the people that is in their brightest of light. And I encourage them that if you think you are getting so much right here, you can achieve more moving forward. And I discourage anyone who think that they have to kill somebody to get to that point. I discourage anyone that choose to do it in a way that they will leave people, a family member, families crying. Yesterday was the conclusion of my Stay or Mistake competition. I want to also take the time out to bless the sponsors Ray Rum for giving $150,000 for the first prize, and Dinal Bonds Law for giving over 60,000 for the second prize, and Slush Cars for giving over 40 and 50,000 for the third prize, and Sprite Jim for giving the most creative video a 3-month membership pass. And I want to also take the time out to thank all the contestants that participated. It was a journey. And the best part about the competition, Stay or Mistake competition for me, is that a lot of the contestants told me that they joined the competition because of trying times. Everybody wants some money right now. But after joining the competition, they realized the song grew on them. And they started to dissect the song and say, no man, it's like they must see through the song. Them say at the most I make them find the song because the song has now becomes the light to their path. And so that makes me feel like, yeah, I am doing what I have to do while I am here with you all. So again, thanks again, Father Stone. Anybody want hit me up, can link me on Nesbeth Reggae, at Nesbeth Reggae, my Instagram. And if you want a cup, one of the Steel Mistake cup, a big stone I go on with, you can get your cup too, because me have enough cup to share to the world. You know what I say? So, you can support the cause whenever
In
you can.
different colors, and they're also in different colors too.
Yeah, and bless
Yeah.
up Team Nesbeth because I have a structure behind me that even when I try to slip, they're there to hold on to me. So again, as I said, I cannot take every credit and put it on me as the artist. I must acknowledge the team. I must acknowledge everyone that has been a part of the journey that would have been there for me and strengthening me in some way or the other. A lot of people say good things. They may not say it to me, and they're saying good things about somebody, but that inspire me, that encourage me. You know what I mean? I say, so it's not about saying good things to Nesbeth and Nesbeth only. If I'm just passing somewhere and, overheard somebody saying something good about somebody, I start to laugh to myself because I know to myself, so, okay, yeah, this is the way. This is how we encourage. I may not stop and say it to the person, but I know that it still exists. So again, we just carry the torch and we're going to carry it until the last breath. You see me I say? So thanks again. Bless up Father Stone.
Enough love,
And
man.
when me look like dog, me nah tell
Nah,
me
without
to
it,
go on that. Nah, sell out for your custom car. Nah, sell out for your Boston Rolly. Hold on, then. Let me start it the same way it start. Tap, 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 tap,
nah,
tap, 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 tap. Listen, devil come to me with a deal. Him say sign and stay if you're not bus next week. Tell the little girl she a pray. Leading you with them a tray, you not sister them wake, you not see you too black, you need to pledge. Sell me your soul if you want the Grammy reach, if you want to start trend every week. Me no want be number one if me have to play 2 feet. Nothing in a life don't pray. Him say, I know where you want and where you plan to do faith, but all when me broke like that, me now sell me soul pick up on top. Now sell out for your custom car. Now sell out for your Boston rolling. Yeah, man, just go watch the video on YouTube and
Fire
put
heights,
a
Nesbeth.
like or something, yeah?
Respect
Yeah,
time.
man.
Insta, big up yourself. Father Stone,
Yeah,
much
man.
love.
Come on.
You don't
I just
know.
want to say this in
Seriously.
closing. I want to thank you, Nesbeth, again from taking time out of your busy schedule. I know today has been a very hectic day for you. Thank you so much for spending well over 2 hours, man. Thank you so much, Ras Jaja, your car, for spending time with you. Happy belated birthday, man. I know this is the best birthday gift you could ever had. And I want to
Yeah,
thank
man, happy
you out
belated
there.
birthday to us, Jaja, too. I'm
Yeah, I
more
want to
life,
thank
man.
you out there, the viewing audience out there. This could not have been possible without you.
I out.
There's whole lot more coming from Nesbeth. Just go over to his YouTube channel. He's on Vivo. He's on
Yeah.
YouTube, Nesbeth, and then you can get all the videos and purchase all the memorabilia you want and so on and so forth. It has been a blessed day. And guess what? We have to close out with the video, though. It makes sense. You know what I mean? We
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
to stay always stay, man.
Yeah, man, stay on, stay.
Stay on me, stay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I see him here.
I just said, you know what I mean? You know, we just have to stay always stay, you know what I mean? And don't play number 2 feet, you know? Thank you so much.
Devil come to me with a day. Him say sign and say you no bust next week. Tell the little girl she afraid. Be the youth them astray, you know sister them weak. You know see you're too black, you need for blush. Sell me your soul if you want the Grammy rich. If you want to start trend every week. Me no want be number one if you have to play 2 feet. Nothing in a life don't free. Him say I know what you want to your plan for do faith, but all when me broke like that, me nah sell me soul figure pan top. Me nah sell out for your custom car. Nah sell out for your Boston roadie. All when me broke like that, me nah bow out figure impress y'all. Me nah bend over for injections. Me we go and stay on me stay, yeah man. Me we go and stay on me stay, nah man. Work every day and pray, yeah man. Low profile like yes, yeah man. Trench down you so me stay, yeah man. Nah follow nobody, me a wait and plan. Me a go and stay on me stay, yeah man. Stay on me stay, yeah man. Me a go and stay on me stay, yeah man. Stay on me stay, yeah man. Me a go and stay on me stay, yeah man. Now sell out, forget a gear call and me now. Now but me prefer wait pan God me go and hold out and wait, yeah man. It must work out, me fear too strong. Me nah live like no beat pan land. Brace pan who fear wait Jordan. If I suck me forget a roll deep, you roll deep. Me rather not roll a roll cheap and roll deep. And them boy you see a room street, them soul a bum feet because them love sweet, but all when me broke like that, me nah sell me soul figure pan top. Me nah sell out for your custom car. Nah sell out for your Boston roadie. All when me broke like that, me nah bow out figure impress girl. Me nah bend over for injections. Me we go and stay on me stay, yeah man. Me we go and stay on me stay, nah man. Work every day and pray, yeah man. Low profile like this, yeah man. Trench down youth so me stay, yeah man. Nah follow nobody, me a wait and plan. Me a go and stay on me stay, yeah man. Stay on me stay, yeah man. Me a go and stay on me stay, yeah man. Stay on me stay, yeah man. Me a go and stay on me stay, yeah man.